Welcome back. I'm Erica.
I'm Greg.
And this is Unofficial Tourism Board, and we are at the Freemont Indian State Park in southern Utah.
Yay.
They are having a thing here today. They're having a dark sky event this evening, so it is actually hopping.
The parking lot is completely full.
Parking lot is full.
And it's not a big parking lot.
And the museum is closed until probably November when they will reopen that. So, but there are plenty of trails with petroglyphs.
The museum is closed because they're going to go in renovations.
Yeah. Sorry. The museum is closed until November for renovations. And then, but there are still plenty of trails with petroglyphs to see, including a pit house that you can go into.
Yes, so we're going to go into that here in a second.
Obviously.
All right.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, so we're going into the pit house, which is apparently is a underground house. I'm actually rather shocked that they're letting people go in.
I mean, I think this is obviously a recreation.
Oh, it's a recreation. Well, in which case, yeah, it makes sense that they would let people in.
Okay, let's see. I don't like ladders. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, so we can see the construction here. Not very high. Yeah, I'd estimate this is probably about 4 feet high.
Yeah.
So,
because I'm crouching on 5'3".
Yeah. But it is pretty neat.
It's pretty. It's like it's a good 10 degrees cooler down here too.
It is noticeably cooler down here.
Yeah.
So I can see why. I assume this is people would sleep down here.
Yeah, and I assume the people of southern Utah, this made sense because it gets pretty dark.
It actually is significantly cooler.
Warm in southern Utah, yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that they let you get down in here.
So we're about to walk on a trail called
Parade of Rock Art Trail.
Parade of Rock Art Trail.
Yeah, it's over there by the flagpoles. We're going to scooch around.
We're going to go over there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then, off we go. Okay, so we're on a small hill overlooking the visitor center. As you can see, there's a single solitary tree on this hill right here, which leads me to believe that this may be where they filmed that TV show, One Tree Hill.
It is not where they filmed One Tree Hill.
So.
Just because you see a hill with a tree on it.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at that sky.
You can see the pit location that we were just at right down there. Okay, and we're going to go on up that way now.
Yeah, we can go down that way.
Oh, it's been 5 minutes and I fear Erica has gotten us lost. We may be forced to find small children and eat them to survive.
I've gotten lost after 5 minutes.
What? No.
Unfair.
No.
Unfair.
No, I didn't say that. Well, we're gonna head this direction and hope to find some signs of civilization.
Oh my goodness, there's a parking lot behind you.
It's been 15 minutes and Erica still says she knows where we are. It's been over an hour since I had that half box of Wheat Thins. My energy is going low. I fear this may be our last message.
It has been 15 minutes.
But desolation here is amazing.
70 is right there.
Just trying to imagine the early settlers first arriving here, and from a distance they're looking and they're going, look at all these trees. We can definitely build a solid log cabin with these trees. And then the trees all look like this. I mean, I don't know how you build a house out of that.
You need a lot of them.
I mean, that's like, what, 4 feet? We'll research to find out what kind of trees these are. But these limbs, they're also, what's the right word? Scraggly?
Scraggly.
Oh, look at this. How do you get a straight board out of that? They're pretty to look at, though. Those great rock formations. Okay, one thing to note before you come here to Freemont Indian State Park, if you are local, then you're probably going to be fine. You're used to the weather and the climate. If you are not local, it is pretty dry. It's very dry. So just make sure you bring a bottle of water along with you, because it is dry. It's drier than Erica's sense of humor.
You threw a lot of shade.
What?
You've thrown a lot of shade.
I actually thought she was a lot farther behind me. Get up a little closer to these rocks. Now, we're not going to touch it, but you can clearly see the imagery here.
Surprised they let you get so close.
Yeah. I mean, you could touch it if you wanted to, but you shouldn't.
Don't.
Thank you, petroglyph police.
Just saying.
So it's a neat spiral right here. Does the guide there say you have anything to say?
Just animals and people.
You can definitely see it. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick up. Now you can see these are right here in the wind and sun and rain probably, which so they can be a bit weathered. Okay, so this trail is taking us down alongside a gully, which I'm guessing, looking at the condition of it, is common for some flash floods. You can definitely see the debris, tree trunks and such down there at the bottom. These rock formations are really cool.
I mean, you can see why people drew on these.
Yeah, I thought that might be like a clay or chalk.
Clay, but now it's...
Nope.
I mean, they're kind of the perfect canvas.
Yeah. Okay, so our trail is taking us a little closer down into the gully here. Gully? Gulch? Fortunately, it's a really nice day, so I don't see any chance of rain or flash floods. But these rock formations are really incredible. Just here, there's a great example of some of the debris by flash floods thrown down here. So this trail is probably about 90% like this. Not too hard, not too difficult for anybody to walk on. There are a few tricky spots, but they're not too bad. Okay, so we have another image carved into the rock.
Looks like a person, right?
It does kind of look like a person. I think from over there, it definitely looks more like a person.
Sure.
But closer up, you're like, I don't know. I need reading glasses, and I'm not wearing them right now. Okay, and here we got some more images carved into the rock. See how well we can see those.
That is stunning. It's so hard to see.
Yeah, it is really hard to see on the especially on the camera image.
And with the sun at this angle.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Still, these are really sweet. Okay, so here we come to obviously one of the more dicey parts of the trail.
Yeah.
So Erica's excited.
I'm gonna go going down on my butt.
All right, I'm not going to try to climb and film at the same time,
please
so
don't.
catch you at the bottom. Okay, so here's the map that we just went. So it says steep one-way section.
Uphill only that we just came down.
We just came down.
It was fine. No one else was out there. We weren't hurting anybody.
Right.
And we didn't know.
But if in future visits, you may want to go not the way we did.
Also, it is a little bit scrambly, so.
It's very scrambly. So,
But let's check out the paved part now. We're going to check out this.
We're going to go to the paved part. So if you are mobility challenged, or you just don't want to drag your kids up that steep cliff that we just climbed, they do have a couple of easier sections to walk.
We're dumb.
Yeah, there's a nice paved section. They hopefully drew some correct direction arrows.
We're also ignoring.
We're ignoring. Listen, if nobody else is on the trail, we can see almost the entire trail. So, this is actually nicely interactive, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, neat.
So these are models, so you can touch these.
You said I could, so I felt like I should.
Yeah.
You can see right there, like a little bug.
Oh yeah.
Looks like.
They are difficult to see.
Well, the vegetation is coming out.
Vegetation's
so
a little bit in
yeah.
the way. I can try to see if I can zoom in here. But again, it is hard to pick up on the camera, so let's hope we're lucky.
And look.
But you can see several people here.
And there's people there, and then there's like
Yep.
a box or maybe something over here in the corner.
I mean, in their defense, they are carving into rock, so.
And it is
by hand.
like 1,500 years old.
Also that.
So yeah.
So, still pretty awesome. Okay, so ignoring the Interstate 70 right here in front of us, this is Five Finger Ridge. So this is where Freemont Indians lived over 1,000 years ago. They estimated the first pit houses, like we saw earlier in the video, were built here approximately 1100 to 1150. There's an ancient village nearby. Archaeologists excavated it and they found at least 60 pit houses, along with 19 granaries and 26 other structures. So a fairly substantial living arrangement. Hope we can see this. Okay. All right. So it says here, this rock imagery has a figure walking on a series of 37 dots. And there's another location in this park about a mile or so from here that also has a figure walking on 37 dots.
That's weird.
So I think it's maybe some kind of calendar, or counting families, or counting on fields. They're not really sure. So here we are, returning back to the visitor center. And I said, it's we hope those petroglyph video came out okay, but trust me, it is worth seeing in person, because it really pops much better than on camera.
Oh my gosh, yeah, totally worth the stop.
Okay, well there we are for Freemont Indian State Park.
I think there's other trails and there's other places where you can view some of the petroglyphs, but I think we're good. We have about 3.5 hours left of the trip today, so I think we're good after about a little bit of an hour.
So even though the museum is going to be closed until later this year,
yeah, like November.
Of course the gift shop is still open. Kind of a Disney vibe when you think about it.
Support your state parks.
So they do have drinks and snacks and stuff in there, and these solid restrooms.
And a water bottle refiller.
Yes, which is pretty handy.
Yeah.
We're going to use that now.
We're going to go use that and then hop back on the road.
Yep.